And there is no question that it all begins with Joe Johnson after the 27-point performance last week. Jason Terry, slow start to his season opener, so we'll see if Jason Terry can bounce back for Trilogy. But all eyes, game one, ISO Joe.
The talent has got better, and the expectations of the audience, TV and live, have also grown because of the product that was put on the floor the previous 2 years.
So Gennaro Parker gets it started. You're playing to 50, you have to win by 2. You got a 14-second shot clock, and then, of course, the biggest wrinkle, the 4-point shot.
Members, this is a revamped roster other than Hawkins. So both teams still trying to figure out each other and how they can, best play together.
Patrick O'Brien, the 7-footer out of Bradley, gets the block early on Al Jefferson in the battle.
Off air. It's a little bit more challenging to kind of get the motor running and get into a rhythm in an early game you're accustomed to playing a little bit later.
Nice move inside. Hawkins gets the bucket.
Some rhythm, you sweat a little bit more, you get some layups, and now that jump shot becomes a little more fluid, like that one right there. You see what I'm saying? Like off the ball movement.
Start. Hawkins backs down, draws the double, and creates 3 for Gene.
Keep in mind, these are, yes, former NBA players, but they're competitive. So at the end of the day, you're playing in front of a live audience on TV and a crowd. You want to win, and you want to look good while you're doing it.
Johnson draws the D, creates for Pargo, and early.
You have to pay close attention because, it's hard to stop anybody one-on-one, like the move right here with James White.
Aggressive.
Well, you have so much more of the court to work with, too. But now you're able to exploit the defense a little bit more.
Good screen from Jefferson for Johnson. In the two-man game, Jefferson gets it back, and Joe Johnson is distributing. And then get everybody else involved.
It depends on the person and the team. I still think, a team like Power, a beautiful pass, that played together, same continuity, looking for a shot. But with that, too, he can create opportunity for his teammates.
Chris Johnson into the game for Triplets. Joe Johnson, tough floater. Starting to get DC, Sam Young. There's Johnson with a rebound to add to his stat line. Into the post, trying to post up Jason Terry. And now, how about that with the hammer?
And was smart enough not to stay stagnant and dove down the lane to get that easy shot.
There's Jason Terry feeling it.
Is that what he needs right now? Last week struggled a little bit in his legs, trying to get a rhythm. I think for JT, it's great that you come out and are able to knock in that first shot.
And now you got to go to work on the post again. Joe Johnson clearly trying to take advantage of that matchup on the post, and there is why the ISO is so tough.
With Sam.
Anderson lets it fly. Johnson's second chance. That'll get Allen Anderson an opportunity.
Yeah, and once again, to next level, yeah.
Arroyo trumps it off for Young. Off the double. Right back, and a quick trigger for Carlos.
And if guys double team, it's tougher to double team when you have shooters. So Carlos being a part of this is huge for Trilogy.
Joe Johnson, step back 3, and he's starting to get the shot down. Distributing. 7 now for Joe Johnson. Well, yeah, Cube thought Carlos Arroyo was ready for a big day today. Young down the baseline. So you got to get used to that different rhythm.
Yeah, you do.
Arroyo finds Terry, attacking Johnson down the baseline. Terry tries to drop it off. Into the hands of Al Jefferson. Anderson resets it. Jefferson turnaround on O'Brien. That big man matchup started falling.
But a couple assists, too, that won't show up are the ones off of an offense lane. You can tell.
The former Arkansas Razorback from Little Rock, Arkansas. Anderson, floater, goes. Allen Anderson.
He took advantage of it by backing Gibson down into the lane, using that big body once again to get inside.
And then he takes it right at Allen Anderson, too. So David Hawkins aggressive.
Yeah. Middle. Can move quick. It's tougher for the defense to kind of recover to get back to you.
Here's Johnson just inside the 4-point look. So that counts for 3
feet and his shoulders and knocked in an easy three.
Terry, long two, into the hands of Johnson, so right back up. And an easy two for Joe Johnson, a 12-point lead for Triplets.
And I like this Triplet team because you got a real good combination from a guard perspective with Joe, Allen Anderson, and Pargo, but having Jefferson, you see a great move by James White. I mean, that's when you can drive by and create some opportunities.
White takes it right at Joe Johnson.
Well, that's one way to slow.
It is travel ball back to Trilogy. Hawkins Euros his way to the hoop. And one. Taking it right at Gibson. And you could see you knew that Joe in the early game was going to get at least one up. Anderson bumped again. Floater over Arroyo. Boy, second. Double on Joe Johnson. Jefferson. Back to the weak side, Allen Anderson. Triplets, three ball.
Yeah, that was a 4-point interview. I like that too. I might hashtag that also.
The Emmy award-winning Michael Rappaport never disappoints.
Give him another one.
Appreciate that,
hashtag
Jack.
No problem.
4-point interview. Well, now Al knows he's talking about the old school game. 14 NBA seasons he has. Well, just like that. You just take. I mean, that's easy.
Wide open. So that's just smart basketball, you know.
And then gets back to D'ing it up on the perimeter on White.
Yeah.
Arroyo, good dish. White, triple off a great look from Carlos Arroyo.
Yeah, now kind of get themselves in this game. Now, defensively, can they get the stops they need to really get in here and maybe take control?
Well, it started with Patrick O'Brien, who is trying to muscle it by O'Brien. Trilogy's comeback, beginning with defense.
Yeah, two tough possessions that time, but the Triplets will give credit to Trilogy defensively. Now you able to take advantage of it once again. Go back to Joe Johnson on this.
And here is ISO Joe.
Hey, listen, I'm not the smartest, but I ain't the dumbest either.
And he finds Jefferson slipping. And
get to the free throw line, then you retain the ball. So that's a way right there that you score and can control the game. And now Trilogy finding they're all shooting and scoring, but decision making. And he's made some great decisions down the stretch of this game.
12-full run Trilogy. Jefferson and tied around Young. 50 have to win by 2. So urgency here for Trilogy to avoid 0-2. Joe Johnson rips it away. Easy bucket for Joe.
And Joe.
50 have to win by 2. So Triplets 5 points away from a win.
Well, Triplets have 5 team fouls. Why not? Okay, take that shot. Never mind. But why not?
He has it, and he's ready, and he's bringing it.
Oh, yeah. You'll put a lot of pressure on the defense, man.
Sam Young gets a task now. There's the 4-point shot from Joe. 49 on the board for Triplets. Big three, raise up for ISO Joe.
Love it. Right on cue.
Desperation now for Trilogy. Arroyo.
Great defense that time by Pargo.
Young step in three. Well short. There's Joe to end it. Joe Johnson. Little Rock, give him the rock. 27 in week 1. And the last 6 for the Triplets in the win.
Well, definition of a problem child is Joe Johnson. He gives it to you any way you want in the post, outside. He was the first to take a 4-point shot this afternoon. He was the first to make it on that one. And again, the ability for Joe to stretch the defense, and then that time, Carter, he knew to take it right back up for the game winner.
Jim, you pointed out the first time when he had the easy.